Bowlers, today, backed by popular demand, we are creating a 6-ball arsenal, the best 6-ball arsenal using only Motiv bowling balls. So this is going to be a guide in April of 2025 of the best Motiv bowling balls on the market as of today. This is only currently in production bowling balls. We're not using discontinued ones or bowling balls that have not been released yet. If you enjoy these kinds of videos, make sure to drop a subscription. It helps me out a ton. We're the #1 source on the internet for all bowling ball news, bowling ball information, and just education to make you a better bowler. But let's get into the scale with our 6-ball arsenal guide. And here we go, starting with the strong and smooth category. For anyone who isn't aware, we use a 6-ball arsenal scale. We have strong, smooth, strong, sharp, medium, smooth, and on and on. That is over next to my face right now. And this shows the level of bowling ball, the strength of the bowling ball, and the shape it's going to be making. The strong and smooth category is going to be the earliest hooking, but the smoothest category. This generally consists of asymmetrical solid balls or very strong solid bowling balls that are symmetrical. So let's get right into it. What is the #1 ball in this category? By the way, just like the Storm video, we have 2 bowling balls in each category. That's our little twist this time. We have our #1 and our #2 options for every single portion of the guide. Starting out with the strong and smooth category, we have the Jackal Onyx. This is a brand new solid Jackal that released. Everyone's expectations were fairly low on this bowling ball because they thought it would be like the Jackal Ambush. It blew everybody out of the water. This thing is actually really, really good. This is a top 3 asymmetrical solid ball on the market right now, in my opinion. This thing is fantastic. It holds its cover strength very, very well. It doesn't actually get that shiny because of its Duramax, which actually works, by the way. It's a feature from Motiv where their cover stocks don't shine up and change what they're at. This ball is just really, really good. It's good from straighter. It can work from deeper. However, it does hook so early. That is a little bit slower. So if you're somebody that's a little more rev dominant and you need a stronger bowling ball to play left with, this is honestly not a bad option. It is still that super strong Jackal core. So it doesn't like playing from absurdly deep, but it still can work. This is, like I said, one of the top 3 asymmetrical solids on the market. Probably the earliest hooking asymmetrical solid, maybe a half step below some of those other ones like an Ion Max or like a Mesmerize, but it is still a phenomenal asim bowling ball. Probably one of the best solid Jackals we've had in a long time. Second one on the list is the beach ball. That is the Motiv Evoke. This is another asymmetrical solid ball, a little bit weaker than the Jackal Onyx. This thing came out over a year ago, and I know its sales probably aren't doing as well anymore, but I think it's still a really, really good bowling ball. This thing does well when polished and when sanded. It's much better from straighter. This ball really doesn't like angle that much. However, it is still a really good asim solid option if you don't want something as strong as a Jackal Onyx, but you need just that step below, especially if you're speed dominant. This is a great choice. Plus, who could go wrong with that colorway? I mean, that colorway is fantastic. And if you don't like it, I mean, what's your favorite colorway of a bowling ball? Let me know down below if you don't like the Evoke colorway. Moving on to our strong and sharp category, this is where we have a lot of asymmetrical pearl options. These are going to be the best house shot bowling balls. These are going to be ones that you go to after your strong and smooth ball starts hooking too early and leaving too many flat corner pins. #1 is going to be the #1 ball in the market right now. That is the Evoke Hysteria. This Evoke Hysteria came in just being a cool pearl bowling ball, and then it took over the World Series of Bowling. It won 3 titles. It's the only ball any Motiv staffer really used on the telecast. Ethan Fiore used it against EJ Tackett for that crazy 13-ball roll-off. This ball is the real deal. This is arguably one of the best balls on the market right now, if not the best, so it has to go in that #1 slot. Why is it the best? It is consistent. It is a pearl ball that gets down lane, isn't too angular down lane when it starts to hook. It's very smooth, very round. It can play from a lot of different angles. I've seen it played from straighter, also played from a lot deeper. This is arguably a must-have ball for if you're a Motiv fan, and I hate using the word must-have for a bowling ball, but it is really that good. Now, in all honesty, I'm not the biggest fan of a lot of Motiv's other strong and sharp options. The next best one is the Crimson Jackal. This is a Pearl Jackal. It's good. It worked really well. It's probably one of the best Pearl Jackals we've had in a long time. The Jackal line has always been a little hit or miss. However, the Evoke Hysteria is just better. This gives a different shape at the end of the day. The Crimson is a lot sharper, a lot more angular, and a little bit earlier than the Evoke Hysteria. So if you're someone who has very little axis rotation, this can be a really good option for you to be able to just have something that's really sharp, really angular down lane. Next, we're going to the medium and smooth category. These are going to be the benchmark bowling balls, the ones that are in the middle of your bag that you can throw on literally everything. Number one option is going to be the GOAT of Motiv. That is the Venom Shock. The Venom Shock is by far and away the greatest bowling ball that Motiv has to offer all the time. It is that good. It has sold so many of them. It's been out for years and years and years. It is just that consistent. You know what it's going to do. It is going to do exactly what you expect. Going to be good on a lot of different conditions, short, medium, long patterns. It's like the phase 2 from Storm. It's just a ball that I always recommend people try at least one time so that they can see what the really, really good bowling ball actually looks like. Now, the next one was a little bit of a fight in my head, but we are going with the Primal Shock from Motiv. This is going to be a Venom Shock and a Primal Rage combination. This is going to be a really, really good bowling ball for somebody who wants a stronger benchmark bowling ball, so someone who's a little more speed dominant, because it is a little more angular than the Venom Shock. Also hooks a little bit earlier, a little bit stronger in general. So it's the culmination of the Venom Shock and the Primal Rage, two of the best bowling balls that Motiv has ever made. And this ball is really good. I think it's going under the radar a little bit. It sold really well early, but I don't know how it's doing anymore. It was a little bit overpriced, which was kind of unfortunate. So if the price was down, I think it would be a fantastic selling bowling ball. But this is going to be a really good one for a few more of those speed dominant guys who want something with a little more kick down lane, especially for a house shot. While the Venom Shock is really, really good, it sometimes isn't the best house shot ball depending on where you bowl. The Primal Shock will always pretty much be a good house shot ball, but the Venom Shock will just be better on a lot of sport shots and harder conditions. Coming up next will be our medium and sharp category. These are going to be the bowling balls that you go to after your benchmark ball starts hooking a little too early, or otherwise another good league shot bowling ball. This is going to be a good option if your lanes don't put out much oil. This is going to be a great one to get a little further down lane and be a little bit sharper than those strong and sharp bowling balls. So first one we're going to mention is one of the best balls Motiv has ever made, and this is a remake of it, and that is the Primal Rage Evolution. The Primal Rage Evolution is a remake of the old Primal Rage, which was one of their best-selling bowling balls in the mid-2010s. This thing is a slightly stronger symmetrical pearl bowling ball. It reminds me of like a slightly weaker Zen 25, or similar to like a Scorpion Strike at the end of the day. The core is a little bit stronger, nothing crazy. The cover's really middle of the road, so it is just a really good middle of the road option. I think this is one of the best pearl balls they have right now. I think you can make a really good lineup with Evoke, Primal Rage, and then one we're going to mention, the weak and sharp category, and you can have everything that you could possibly need for shiny bowling balls. Next one is going to be the pink ball. That is the Hyper Venom. The Hyper Venom is number 2 on this list because honestly, Motiv doesn't really have much in their medium and sharp category. It's kind of lacking right now. They do have the Pride Liberty, but I don't really consider it a medium sharp ball. That's more smooth. So the other option is the Hyper Venom. This ball is really good at the end of the day. It is a pearl version of the Venom Shock, arguably the best pearl version of a Venom Shock that's ever come out. A lot of people really like it. It rolls really forward, so be ready for that, kind of like a Venom Shock. But it is a fantastic option if you're someone who loves the Shock and just wants a shinier version of it. Next one up, we're on the weak and smooth category. These are going to be bowling balls that you use after your medium and smooth balls if you want to play a little bit straighter, but there isn't much oil on the lane right now. And the number one option we're going to have here is the Max Thrill Solid. The Max Thrill Solid has always been the number one on this list for about a year now. It is the best thrill bowling ball that Motiv has made. It's a really good bang for your buck. It's only about $120, but it has a lot of motion to it. It is really just a step below the Venom Shock. So again, if you're a Venom Shock fan, this is going to be a great option afterwards. This thing works really well from straighter. I think it comes out of the box shiny, but you can dull it up and actually play it a little bit further left if you want something super rolly and tumbly. This is low-key a pretty good option for USBC Nationals this year on the team pattern if you want to play a little bit straighter. The next ball on this list is going to be one that hasn't released yet, unfortunately, because there's nothing else in the weak and smooth category from Motiv. That is the Max Thrill Hybrid. The Max Thrill Hybrid is exactly what the first one was, except a hybrid version. However, instead of being more like the Pearl, it's more like the Solid. It seems a little bit stronger, a little bit smoother, just a little bit more down lane motion from the hybrid compared to the Solid. So pretty much same story as the Solid. I actually have one coming, so I'll have some videos of it soon, which will be fun. But otherwise, this looks to be exactly what the Solid is, just slightly longer, slightly sharper down lane. And finally, we are on the weak and sharp category, and the number one ball on this list is going to be the Max Thrill Pearl. Again, another Max Thrill. They are really that good. It's another bang for your buck. This one's a little more angular than the hybrid and the solid, otherwise in the same vein, so everything I said previously fits with the Max Thrill Pearl. This one you can play a little bit further left, though, and have a little bit more angle. This is, again, going to be a really good bang for your buck ball. Just overall, fantastic option from Motiv. And finally, we have the Motiv Supra GT. The Supra GT is going to be another ball in the Supra line. This is one that honestly was doing really well for Motiv for a long time. I don't know how well this ball was doing, but then EJ Tackett threw it on a TV show and made it look amazing. I believe he bowled Andrew Anderson with it at the US Open, I believe, and he made it look really good. It's a pricier Max Thrill Pearl. It hooks a little later, is a little sharper than the Max Thrill Pearl, but it ranges about $20 to $30 more pricey, which is a little bit shocking. So if you need to pick a choice in this category, go with the Max Pearl. Otherwise, the Super GT is also here. And with that, that is our 6-ball arsenal, our best 6-ball arsenal from Motiv Bowling as of April 2025. Let me know what your thoughts are on this arsenal below, or if you have any questions about any of the bowling balls. I know I didn't mention the Jackal Ghost. That would fit as a strong smooth ball. I think that comes in at number 3 because it is just so unique. It doesn't really fit as like a true strong and smooth or strong and sharp ball. However, that one is also still fantastic. It's one of the big ones I missed. Also, Motiv has a ball guide on their website that you can use to compare bowling balls. That is another option if I didn't mention a bowling ball on this list that you currently own. Otherwise, just leave me a question down below in the comments. Otherwise, make sure to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you on the next one.